Welcome to the Dip Dive. Today, we're really focusing in on video content, how to make it perform better, basically.
Yeah, across all the places you might put it, YouTube, Insta, TikTok, your website.
Exactly.
And our mission here really is to cut through all the noise. We've looked at our sources, and we want to pull out the strategies that actually work, the actionable stuff.
Right, stuff that maximizes impact. We know you want to get straight to what matters, save some time, understand what drives results.
So you can invest your effort wisely.
Okay, so let's jump right in. What's the absolute first thing people see, that first impression?
Right. We've got to start with the title and the thumbnail. Think of them as the front door to your content.
The very first hook.
Yeah.
Okay, titles. How do you make them catchy but also, clear? What's the balance there?
Well, it is a balance. You definitely need something that makes people curious, makes them want to click. But, and this is important from our sources, it can't be so creative that it's misleading. Because if the title promises something the video doesn't deliver, yeah, you might get a click, but your watch time will probably suffer, and, well, you damage that viewer trust.
That makes a lot of sense. You want the right people clicking, the ones who will actually stick around. Okay, so titles need clarity and intrigue. What about thumbnail, those little pictures?
Thumbnails are non-negotiable, really.
Yeah.
The analysis we've seen is crystal clear. Use custom thumbnails. Don't rely on the auto-generated ones.
Why is that so critical?
Think of it like a mini billboard for your video. Good ones often have, say, bright or contrasting colors, maybe a clear focal point like a face or key object, and minimal text that's super easy to read even when it's tiny.
Right, because they often are tiny, especially on mobile.
Exactly. A strong custom thumbnail acts like a visual magnet. It can seriously boost your click-through rate, much more than a random frame from the video.
Okay, custom thumbnails, clear but intriguing titles. Got it. So someone clicks, they're on the video page. What next? What are those maybe underestimated things we should optimize?
Good question. This brings us to video descriptions and keywords. That description box, people tend to gloss over it.
Yeah, I rarely expand it unless I'm looking for a specific link or something.
Right, but it's prime real estate. You can give background info, link out to resources, other videos, and, crucially, you weave in your main keywords.
Keywords. Okay, so that helps with search, right? Making it discoverable.
Precisely. Putting relevant keywords in the description helps the platform's algorithm understand what your video's about. That improves its chances of showing up when someone searches.
Makes sense.
And while things like tags might be less prominent now on, say, YouTube, they still play a role. And hashtags are definitely still important, especially on YouTube and TikTok, for reaching broader communities interested in your topic.
So think about what terms someone would actually search for.
Exactly. Put yourself in the viewer's shoes. There are even tools out there to help you research popular search terms related to your content.
Okay, discoverability sorted. People are clicking. Now, how long should the video be? That's always a big question. Is there a magic number?
Ah, the magic number question. The honest answer is, well, it really depends on the platform, on the content itself.
Okay.
But we do see trends in the sources. For YouTube, longer videos, maybe in the 8 to 12-minute range, can actually perform very well if they're engaging.
Interesting. Longer than I might have guessed for general advice.
Yeah, but think about it. The longer format gives you more time to go deep, build value, and keep people watching, which YouTube's algorithm tends to like. More watch time potential.
Provided the content justifies the length, of course. What about the faster platforms, TikTok, Reels?
Right, for those, brevity is generally king. You need to be concise, which actually leads to a super important point for all platforms, the hook.
The first few seconds.
Yes, the first, say, 5 to 10 seconds are absolutely critical. You have to grab attention immediately or people just scroll on. Think of it like the opening sentence of a book. It needs to pull you right in.
That initial grab is everything. Okay. Now, something that seems almost too simple. Asking people to do things, like, comment, subscribe. Does it really work?
It really does. Those are your calls to action, or CTAs. It might feel a bit obvious sometimes, just asking people to like or subscribe, but our sources show it's remarkably effective.
Just a direct prompt.
Yeah. People often need that little nudge, that clear direction. A well-placed, clear CTA can genuinely boost your interaction rates. Don't be shy about asking.
Okay, good tip. Simple but effective. Now, let's shift to the actual look and sound of the video. How important is production quality? Do you need fancy gear?
Production quality definitely matters for watchability. But no, you don't necessarily need a Hollywood budget. It's more about the fundamentals.
Like what specifically?
Good lighting, for one. Can people clearly see what's going on? Clear audio is huge. If people can't understand you easily, they'll probably leave.
Yeah.
And steady shots. Shaky camera work can be really distracting.
So getting those basics right, light, sound, stability, makes it more professional and enjoyable.
Exactly. Even simple improvements there can encourage viewers to stick around much longer. It shows you care about their experience.
Right. And what about viewers who might be watching differently? Maybe without sound.
That's a great point. Leading into captions and accessibility. Adding captions is super beneficial. Firstly, loads of people watch videos with the sound off, right?
Yeah.
On their commute, in public places.
Oh yeah, all the time on my phone.
So captions let them follow along. But maybe even more importantly, it makes your content accessible to a much wider audience, including people who are deaf or hard of hearing.
That's huge for inclusivity.
It really is. It broadens your reach.
Yeah.
And it's just the right thing to do. Platforms are making it easier and easier to add captions too.
Definitely something to prioritize. Okay, so we've done all this work, crafted the title, nailed the thumbnail, written a description, filmed with good quality, added captions. How do we know if any of it is actually working?
Ah, yes. The moment of truth. This is where analytics come in. You have to monitor your video's performance.
Looking at the numbers.
Exactly. Things like watch time, how long, on average, people are actually watching. Audience retention graphs are fascinating. They show you minute by minute or even second by second, where viewers are dropping off.
Oh, that's useful. You can see where you lost them.
Precisely. And click-through rate, of course, what percentage of people who saw your thumbnail and title actually clicked. These metrics give you invaluable feedback.
So it's not just about posting and hoping. It's about learning from each video.
Absolutely. You analyze the stats, figure out what resonated, what didn't, and you use those insights to make your next video even better. It's a continuous loop. Create, analyze, adjust, repeat.
So wrapping this part up, it sounds like video optimization isn't really about finding one magic bullet. It's more like a collection of strategic adjustments, right?
That's a perfect way to put it.
Titles, thumbnails, descriptions, the hook, the quality, the accessibility, asking for engagement, and then constantly checking the data.
Exactly. It's an ongoing process. You implement these things consistently, test, learn from the analytics on each specific platform, and adapt. Those small improvements really do add up over time.
Okay, so in this deep dive, we've really unpacked a lot. We hit on crafting those titles and thumbnails, using descriptions and keywords smartly, thinking about video length, and nailing that crucial hook.
The power of just asking for interaction with CTAs, getting the basic video quality right, the importance of captions for everyone, and then using analytics to guide what you do next.
A comprehensive toolkit, really.
Definitely. And maybe a final thought for you to consider as you think about applying all this.
Yeah.
How can these core ideas, grabbing attention early, giving clear value, encouraging interaction, how can those principles apply beyond just video? To your other content, maybe even how you communicate generally. Something to chew on.